She hands the mic to our best man. Let's hear it for Mr. Jason Captai.
I had no idea I was supposed to speak at this thing. My editor thing. Didn't really have time to test out these slides, so we'll see how that goes. So, love is the soul's recognition of its counterpoint. That's a quote from Wedding Crashers. So Will and I have lived together for most of our adult lives, basically the best of partnerships, so I'm sort of handing you off also. We had talked about this speech coming for a long time, and there's a lot of ways and permutations about how we thought it would happen. And it's mostly inside jokes and movie quotes. And I didn't want to do it that way when the time came because, wasn't sure exactly how to do it. So I told Will, having a really hard time finding the tone of the speech. And he told me he wanted charts and graphs. He wanted analytics. He said that he loves the Browns football analytics on Facebook, and he wants that at his wedding. So. May not be what Danielle wanted, but I'm the best man and not the bridesmaid, so I had to do it. So here you go. Danielle and Will, what the numbers say. Will really wanted this because he knows he's marrying way up. I had to do this at work with about 20 minutes, so I couldn't format it too well. If I were to redo this, I would do it in a pizza pie chart. But, so the value brought to marriage, it's the greatest Danielle of the red slices of ham. And this is not to scale. We had to blow that up to get his slice visible. Well, there's still hope, though. You wanted me to show you the numbers so that we get a fighting chance here, so that's what we're going to do. All right, keys to success. The golden rule. So we found that chores, the more of them that you do, the higher chance of success for the marriage that you have. There's also a chart for coitus in marriage. And the more times you have coitus, the more likely it is to succeed. He
went there.
The trends are very similar. I'm hoping they're not one and the same. Will wanted graphs, so I had to throw some stuff in there, and I just wanted to put in another one, and I have no idea what that means. But I'll try and spin something out of it anyway. So there's no correlation here. I'll try and say sometimes in marriages, relationships, of which I have very little experience, but I'll try and act like I know what I'm talking about. I feel like people can get in fights and arguments over things that are just sort of random, or they see trends that aren't there, and they make something out of nothing. So some advice is don't do that. Also in analytics, and Andy Butts bet me that I couldn't put anything in here and have it go over well. So we're going to see soon who knows who. There's a concept called anti-fragile. It's things that gain from disorder. So this would be like buying a stock that does well when the best risk in the market crashes. So when everyone else is doing poorly, you actually gain from it. We've actually got a little chart here. So an anti-fragile approach to marriage would be, most people think the opposite of it would be resilient. So that means, you can withstand fights, but that only takes something over time. If you go anti-fragile, the idea would be, if you get in a fight or conflict in marriage, you find a way to improve from it and get closer together. which segues to the heartfelt tie-in. So for the heartfelt tie-in, there's this Japanese culture and art form called, Andy, can you help me here? Kinsakuri,
Nailed it.
which is where they take something that's broken and repair it with gold or silver, and it's more beautiful for having been broken. So if you take that anti-fragile approach and take your conflicts and grow from them, it's a more beautiful marriage for having been done that.
There you go.
Time for drinks, live. I'm not talking.